Hello beloveds, before we get into the video, this is for those who question me. This is the second time I have responded, and I feel like I have to respond again to some of the comments I've received on my recent video about contradictions and atrocities in the Bible. Some have said things like, "You don't know the Bible," or "You just used ChatGPT to find these verses." I want to be clear. I know this book. I've spent decades reading it, studying it, and living it. My videos is not about mocking faith. It's about asking honest questions. So, my spiritual journey. I grew up in the church. As a child, I sang the hymns, memorized scriptures, and lived and breathed this faith. At 16, I gave my life to Christ. I was baptized, and at 21, I experienced the baptism of the Holy Spirit, an experience so intense, so real, it shaped my entire young adulthood. I spoke in tongues. I have received healings. I've spent over a decade fully immersed in Christian life. I preached on street corners. I spoke at outreach centers, and I personally, through my own testimony, introduced hundreds of people to God. But by the age of 26, I began to ask hard questions, not because I hated God, but because I wanted to know the truth. So my academic study and search for God. In my 40s, I was still studying at university, and I earned a postgraduate qualification in world religions with a major in Christianity and Eastern religions. This wasn't just reading verses. It was a deep, critical study of the Bible's history, context, and contradictions. I even joined the Baha'i faith for a time in my search for God, trying to understand divine truth from every angle. Through this journey, I came to accept my psychic and spiritual abilities as part of my connection to the divine, not something to fear or deny. To my Christian critics, when you tell me you don't know the Bible, I have to smile because I've read it cover to cover, studied it, preached from it, and even debated it with scholars. I hold this book with respect, but I also see its flaws. It was written by men over a long period of time, often cruel men, and yes, it contains contradictions, it contains atrocities. This doesn't mean I hate Christians. It doesn't mean I hate God. It means I'm not afraid to think, to question, and to explore. Faith that can't withstand questioning isn't faith, it's fear. Now about ChatGPT. Some of you don't like that I use ChatGPT to gather scriptures, but here's the truth. I've spent years doing exactly that by hand, with concordances and study Bibles. ChatGPT is just a tool, like using a Bible app or a search engine. It doesn't mean I don't know the Bible. If anything, it saves time, so I can focus on the deeper meaning of the message. I respect that many of you love the Bible and you find God in its pages. I respect your prayers for me. But my journey has led me down a different path, one where I connect with the divine directly, without fear, without guilt. We all have a right to our own understanding. And so I invite you, instead of attacking, to ask your own questions, explore, seek, because truth can handle the weight of inquiry. I know this book. I've lived it. I've preached it. And I've questioned it. And now I stand in my truth with love for all who walk their path, no matter how different from mine. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you very much to comments. I do like comments. And look, here it is, the Bible. So, thank you guys. Take care of each other and of yourselves. Love, light, and blessings. Bye.